Hi, good morning, and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 379, and I am excited to report, hi Naomi, that we have, let's see, can I get all of them in here? I think that's all of them. Let's go back a little bit. I'm excited to report, hi Cherie, that we have blossoms on my plumaria tree. Yay! So I was going to go to the beach this morning. Hi Joe, but I thought since the flowers blossomed, I thought it was more exciting to go live from my backyard. Hi Joe and Barbara, Beatrice, Judy, Jane, Harini. Hi Lisa and Melissa and Janet and Sharon, Constance. So as you can see, the color turned out to be yellow. We have yellow plumaria in my backyard. Hi Pamela and Mar and Naomi, so glad you could be here this morning. Welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. I am Kristin Omdahl and this is episode 379, and I'm excited to be going live from my backyard to show you that my plumaria tree finally blossomed and we have yellow flowers. I've been waiting December, January, February, March, 4.5 months to find out what color they were going to be, and turns out they are yellow. So when they were buds but hadn't opened yet, they had some peach and some yellow and some white. So this weekend when I was dyeing yarn, I dyed some Be So Fine bling yarn in a color inspired by the plumaria. So this has a very soft yellow and some soft peach along with some pale sage green. Hi Barbara, thanks for joining live. So this is going to be called plumaria, and this is in Be So Fine bling. Barbara was hoping for this. Wonderful. Thanks Jane. Thank you Joe. Hi Nikki, thanks for joining live. Thank you Melissa. Thank you Nancy. Yes, it's very soft, very subtle, and just has like a blush of peach, a blush of yellow, and a blush of silvery sage, which is a green, just a very pale green. So that's colorway is called plumaria, and it is available in Be So Fine bling, and you can find it on my website without photos. You know, when I start new colors, I like to show them to you here first. So they are listed but without photos so that you have access to it first, and then later today there'll be photos and it'll get announced in a newsletter. I also dyed a bunch of other colors in Be So Sporty bling and Be So Fine bling this weekend. Hi Julie, thanks for joining live. And I can show you the colors in Be So Sporty bling. I can't show you the rest in Be So Fine bling yet because they're still drying. Hello Jermaine from the Big Easy. Welcome to the podcast. Yes, Naomi, I agree. The yellow is a perfect complement to all the bright berries and oranges and purples in the backyard. I couldn't be happier with it being yellow, although I really didn't care. Whatever color it was going to be awesome, but the yellow is definitely a nice complement to everything else and different. So, the Be So Sporty bling colors, I have a new batch of Shishugi Ban available. Turned out absolutely gorgeous. So this has some soft black, some silver gray, and some light mauve. Then I have a new sunrise color, very much inspired by the sunrise that I shared in a photo on Instagram last week. This is Sunrise 07. We've got some soft orange and some coral and some purple. I can open these up afterwards too. And then Backyard Bougainvillea was so popular in Be So Bold and Be So Lush that I decided to do it in Be So Sporty bling as well. So this has a berry, kind of a violet, it has some hot pink, it has coral, and it has peach. So pretty, love it. Okay, and then I have 3 new colors. This is Sea Glass, which has some sage green and some light blue and light purple. So pretty. And then I have Moonstone, which has some blue and some mauve and some purple. real soft, and then I have opal, which has some turquoise and some pink and some purple, but all really subtle light colors. So I'll show them again, but untwisted, and if anybody has any requests, aw, Jane, don't let your head explode. I'm gonna untwist them because I know everybody likes to see the colors opened up, and I'll have photos of these later on my website, but if you know what you love now, you can get it first before anybody else has access to them. So this is Shushugi Bun, which you know and love already, and just a new version of it. So we've got some soft black and silver and mauve. Thanks, Jill. I love my backyard. Okay, so I think I'll just leave them open. So then this is Backyard Bougainvillea, which I absolutely love. This has peach and coral and berry and hot pink. And this is Sunrise 07. And this one goes from a soft orange to a mauve and some blue and purple. I think it looks a lot like the sunrise photo that I shared last week on Instagram. That was the color that was inspiration for this one. And then the new colors are Sea Glass, which is, these are much less saturated than some of my other colors. These are definitely more muted for spring, and this has a light sage green and some light purpley blue and purple and blue. I think it reminds me of Sea Glass. And then this one is called Moonstone. This one has a little bit of mauve, a little bit of purple, and a little bit of blue. And then this one is Opal. This one has some berry and some purple and some turquoise. I gotta choose one now. Yes, I would imagine it'd be hard to choose one. If anybody wants to see them together, I can do that too. Oh, I should also show the yellow again. So we'll go back to plumaria real quick, so you can see that. So then this one is in Be So Fine Bling only. Those were all Be So Sporty Bling colors, which will all be available in Be So Fine Bling also. They're just still drying. And this is the plumaria, which I only dyed in fine. And this has the silvery sage and soft yellow and soft peach to match my plumaria in the tree. Those of you who are commenting on my vest, this is the Sabrina vest, which is one of the new patterns in Layers Crochet ebook, which is also available as a single download. This is in Be So Sporty yarn, and I'm wearing it over one of my Amazon dresses, which you can find on my Amazon shop. The links to all of this. Yes, Jane, you can order the ones that are drying. I don't have photos. They're going to be similar to these. They're dyed the same way in the same time. I will be able to show them to you live tomorrow, hopefully. And, well, yeah, most likely. And they may or may not have photos up by then. But yes, I've listed them. So I know that sometimes people here on the podcast like to get first dibs on things that go in the shop. So I've listed all of them now if you'd like to order. The fine bling just won't ship until it's dry. Hi Cindy, thanks for joining live. Does anybody have any questions or want to see anything again, or want to see the vest in a different angle, or have any questions in general? Good morning, Marnie. Thanks for joining live. Cherie says she did make this vest. I think so. Sea Glass, sure. Here's the Sea Glass. It has a sage green, a very light purple, and a very light blue. Put up in front of the camera, maybe that helps without showing my armpits. Sorry about that. There, that's actually a pretty good shot, huh? Or did it stay in focus? Couldn't tell. Thanks everybody, I'm glad you like the new colors. Yay. Hi, Becky. Thanks for joining live. Cindy missed plumaria. All right. This is the plumaria colorway. This one's in Be So Fine Bling only. And this one goes from a soft yellow with some sage, silvery sage green and some pale peach. My yarns are made with 100% bamboo, and these bling yarns are actually, they have silver plied right into the yarn, so it's 90% bamboo and 10% pure silver. This one is colorway plumaria, inspired by that yellow blossom up there. I think someone said moonstone. This is Moonstone in Be So Sporty Bling. It has a soft purple, a soft mauve, and some soft blue. Go a little slower for the camera. I think the camera stays in focus if I go slower. So I could do the other colors that way too. That seems to be a better way to see the color up close. This is Opal. I love moonstones too, Lisa. My sister used to have the most amazing moonstone ring, and gosh, I loved it. It was just, it glowed. This is sea glass. Oh, we did this one already, sorry. So now we'll do, this is Sunrise 07. Does anybody remember that picture that I posted on Instagram and Facebook last week? Can you see? Do you remember it enough to see the similarity? I think it looks a lot like that sunrise that I posted. I was blown away when I walked outside that day. And here's Backyard Bougainvillea. Oh, I should let the flowers sit next to it. Actually, it's got more of, oh shoot, it's got some, anyway, whatever. Oh, Rainbow Moonstone, that's what I mean, Lisa. That's the ring that my sister had, Rainbow Moonstone, and it just glowed. And then here's Shushugiban up close. Aren't the birds wonderful? Yes. We have so many different kinds of birds here. Yesterday morning, I was sitting outside here knitting, and there were woodpeckers, and there were what are they called? Mockingbirds, and then other birds that I don't recognize. It was really great. There was just a whole orchestra of different birds out here yesterday. It was a really beautiful way to start my day. Then it started raining. Yeah, I don't know what that bird is. Oh, there's a cardinal up there. There's a bright red cardinal. Let's see if we can get the camera over there and you can see. Can you see? Can you see him on the telephone line up there? Oh, I can't tell if it goes up high enough. Yeah. Can you see him? Oh, there's the woodpecker. Boy, what perfect timing. I mentioned the woodpecker. He must be listening. Just kidding. You know, there's something so funny to me about personifying animals and making, in case you don't know what I mean by that, is when you pretend like animals have human characteristics. I find it to be so entertaining and funny. I know some people find it annoying, but I can't help it. I love it. And I just like to be silly. Hi, Sally Ann. Good morning. Thanks for joining live. Does anybody have any other kinds of questions for me? Cardinals are from heaven, Naomi says. Well, that's nice. Yeah, did you see the bright red? He was definitely up there. And I saw him yesterday, too. He actually was standing in the yard yesterday morning, which I thought was interesting. I know the kitties go nuts when they see all the birds out here. Hi Dee, thanks for joining live. Marty says birds are just coming back to Minnesota. Well, that's exciting. I'm surprised we have so many here right now. I thought they'd have all gone back north by now. Soon. My baby blanket is coming along nicely. I think I've only got 2 color stripes left to go. Melanie's working on a granny stitch rug. That sounds fun. Sounds like a good Zen project, nice and easy. What's everybody else working on today? I'm working on my baby blanket today when I have a chance. Thought I heard something. Cherie had snow last night? Oh my goodness. Lisa is working on her astral vest. Wonderful. Lydia's got to do some frogging. For those of you that don't know what frogging means, it means she has to unravel some of her work. That's okay. That means you recognized your own mistake and are course correcting. That's great. That's a sign of really understanding what you're doing. Don't take it badly, take it as a good thing. Oh, Cindy's working on her fantastical lace vest. That's a fun one too. That one's pretty easy once you get going. Melissa's working on a shawl. Hi Anna, thanks for joining live. Marlon's good, Edna, thanks for asking. Joe learned how to do knit cast on last night. That's great. Oh, from one of my videos. Wonderful. I love the knit cast on, especially when you have to add stitches to something you've already done. Oh, and here's another thing. If you know when you do long tail cast on and you kind of guess how much yarn you need for the tail, if you mess up and you have extra stitches to cast on and you ran out of tail, you can switch to the knit cast on whatever is left. That's what I like to do in a pinch. But I like knit cast on anyway, especially for lace because it's a stretchier cast on. You're welcome, Grace. I love giving tips. I don't know what to give sometimes. If I planned it properly, I could give one every day probably, but I don't think about it. Marnie's working on t-shirts. Oh, maybe t-shirts with the crochet yoke that I wore the other day. That's wonderful. I'm so glad that people have found a revival in that pattern. You know, it's funny because I make so many different designs that if I forget about stuff too, so it's fun to wear older things and remind people of them. Sally Ann, yes, this one is in Crushed Berries colorway. Thank you. This is Be So Sporty yarn, which could definitely be substituted with Be So Sporty bling. And also, you could substitute with Be So Fine if you wanted something a little more delicate. You would just need to adjust for your gauge to make sure you made the same size. This pattern comes in tons of different sizes. It has a beautiful square motif that is then modified into a triangular motif, which we've talked about many times before, to create the shaping of the vest. So there's triangle motifs here for the V-neck, and then there's a triangle motif here at the hip for hip ease. And then one of my favorite parts is the chain tie that has cute little tassels on it. Bamboo yarn makes really beautiful tassels. When you cut it bluntly, it just has a beautiful finished look. I love bamboo yarn for tassels and fringe. Good morning, Robin. Thank you. Thank you. I love this color too. It goes nicely with my backyard. Cherie's loving the Delta flower collar. Wonderful. You know, I have 2 other patterns with the Delta flower collar once you're, with the Delta flower stitch. Once you've done that collar, Cherie, then you can do, I have a beautiful hat that uses that stitch and also a cowl. You know, a lot of people enjoyed making those. I want to say it was last year, maybe the year before, but you'll want to look up the Delta flower on my website and find there's other patterns with it too. The hat's super cute, so's the cowl. So now you've learned how to do it in rows, so then you can learn how to do it in rounds, and there are videos on that stitch on my website too. Judy made the hat in that, oh, made the scarf in that stitch, yeah. Well, it's beautiful on the collar of that vest too, so pretty. It's just a great stitch, I love it. Lisa loves it too. Awesome. And that's with a double treble, but you could do it in any size. You could make it in double crochets, treble crochets, double trebles. You could make them super duper long. The names get a little complicated, but what if you wrapped the yarn around your hook like 7 times and did that stitch? Can you imagine the open work you could create for a shawl? It's such an incredibly intricate stitch, and it has so many possibilities based on the length of that. Just would be gorgeous no matter how you experimented with it. Yes, Cherie, you could make them any length, definitely. You just want to be consistent, that's all. So applying, could I turn up my GOL? I don't know what that means, Lisa. The Delta flower stitch, Jane. They were talking about, I think you need to turn up your volume maybe? Do I have, did that make a difference? Nancy purchased Motif Magic. Wonderful, thank you. Did that make a difference by me turning up my volume? I thought volume was just for output. Wait and see if anybody thinks that helps or not. I might be a little quiet this morning too. Yeah, I think volume's for output, Lisa. You might want to turn yours up. Yeah, I don't think it makes any difference. I think the microphone is different from the volume. But I didn't sleep last night, so I could be a little quiet. It could just be my sound projection out of my mouth. I'm a little on the tired side today. I worked all weekend and then didn't sleep Sunday night, so that's not a good combination for Monday morning. Good morning, Jan from Alaska, 4:15. Oh, but man, that's early. I'm so glad you could join us, though. How's the weather in Alaska today? No connectivity issues here, Beatrice, probably on your end. Did I lost the flowers. Let's tilt this back up so we can see more of the flowers. There we go. Yeah, I took some photos of it this morning too. I'll post them. Oh, I can send it in a post here on YouTube, and then I'll post them on Instagram and Facebook too. I missed something about I Seem Quiet. Sorry. Thank you, Sally Ann. I appreciate it so much. Thanks, Barbara. Thanks for your input. Gretchen's still vertical but awake. Well, glad you could join us. Hi, Beach. Good morning. Oh, we got another bird. Jen hasn't gone to bed yet. Oh, boy. I just heard a bird, Barbara. They come and go. It's about to rain here though too, so another good reason why I didn't ride my bike to the beach this morning. It's about to rain, and that's not fun to do on a bike. Yeah, I'm so glad to see new people here this morning. And if you're new and you haven't said hi, I'd love to hear from you. Joe made my baklava energy balls recipe this weekend. That's awesome. That's from my book, 80 Handmade Gifts. Thank you, Jan. Yes, I love my backyard. It's so special. It's very difficult to go inside and work. Oh, I've got something else to show you guys. Something else funny here in the backyard. My neighbor's plant has flowers peeking into my fence. Can you see that over there? Can you see in the middle of the fence there's a little pink flower poking through? So like there's a bush over there with pink flowers on it that's not a bush that I have in here. And that sweet little flower says he wants to come into my yard. Isn't that adorable? I saw that this weekend. I'm like, what does that mean? It's so cute. I don't know what it means, but I like it and it's cute. Lisa, you could see it good. I'm glad. I know, Joe. It's so cute. I went over and said hi to him. Robin wishes she could get my yarn in South Africa. Well, I have shipped to South Africa before, but that's your choice. I know, Grace, he's lonely over there and wants to play with all the flowers over here. I agree. Yes, there are new colors in Sporty Bling, and if you watch the beginning of the podcast, Barbara, you can see all the colors. I showed them twisted and opened up, and I did lots of slow motion close-ups, so I think you can see the colors really well. They are also listed on my website already for anybody that wants to order based on what you saw here. I am going to leave it available only to you guys for a little while before I put up photos and show everybody else. So if you wanted, well, good morning. Hi. I think Bjorn wants to come say hi, but I should also grab this. So if anybody wants to check them out, they are on my website and I can ship them now. So let's look at a quote before we run out of time. Ooh, this one kind of matches Sunrise 07 too. This is a sunset from my birthday 2 years ago. I think I've told you that I shot all of the beach scenes for the covers of the Create, Share, Inspire notebooks, but doesn't this one kind of remind you of that too? It's a little more muted, but still. Check out my Instagram post of the sunrise I posted the other day. That's the one that this yarn really looks like. All right, I'm just going to randomly pick a page and see if it applies to me, you, or anybody else. So let's just, here we go. Oh, this is nice. This is from Gandhi, whom I love and admire very much. Everyone who wills can hear the inner voice. It is within everyone. That's really nice. You don't have to be special. You don't have to be different. You don't have to be something extraordinary. Everybody who wants to hear their inner voice can. It's within everybody. We all have the same makeup, right? We all have the same organs. We all have the same, our bodies all function the same way. We're more alike than we are different. And the opportunity exists for everybody to have an inner voice. Everybody who wills can hear the inner voice. It is within everyone. Another way that we are more alike than we are different. I love that. Very simple and, you know, very inclusive. I like that. Very pretty. Does anybody have any other questions? Yeah, Joe, it's a nice simple quote. I wonder, just remind you that you don't have to stand out to be great. You don't have to stand out to be special. Oh, that's not even the way I want to say it. You don't have to stand out. Yeah, we're all wonderfully made, Sandshell. I agree. We're all wonderfully made. Thanks, Lisa. I love curating all of these notebooks so much. I love curating the quotes. Inspirational quotes are such an important part of my life and have been for so many years. It's so fun. It's been so fun to curate these collections to share with you. So awesome. They work so well for me to keep me on track and to keep me focused that I love being able to share my tricks and tips and tricks with others. Someone mentioned my hair. Thank you. We have our moderators at work this morning. Appreciate you all so much. Appreciate your hard work and keeping things clean and tidy. Thanks, Lisa. I'm so glad you like my yarns. Try to keep it as clean and safe as an environment as I can for you and me here on the podcast. Sometimes it's harder to keep it clean and safe for me than it is for you, but thanks to the moderators, we can definitely keep it clean and safe for you. I can't see what the name is, but that's okay. Well, Sally Ann, if I can help you in any way, please feel welcome to reach out to me. Yes, Lydia, it's always a good idea to start your day right. We all have the same choice every morning. We have this, we all have the opportunity to make a choice when we get up every morning, right? And we can choose to have whatever attitude we want for the day. So anything we can do to set a routine, to make that choice to make today a great day is a perfect way to start any day. And it doesn't matter what's going on in your life. You can choose to be kind, you can choose to be joyful, you can choose to be, I think kind's more important than everything else, but that's me. And choose to be positive. Just find something positive to think about, right? Thanks, Barbara. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. Sally Ann is a New Yorker who lives in black and denim. This must be a color explosion for you this morning then. I'm so glad you could be here though. Oh, thanks for the reminder, Grace. Yes, if you enjoy the podcast, please give it a thumbs up. YouTube really likes to know what you think about the content here, so if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can be first to know when I've uploaded new videos, and click that bell notification button so you can always know when I'm going live. If you check out the video description below, you can find out links to where to buy my yarn and my books, and where to find my different patterns and all sorts of cool things, and where to find me in social media. What else? I don't know, but thanks so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed the sunrise, the birds, the flowers, the brand new color of plumaria. Hope you enjoyed seeing the colors that I dyed in my new yarn over the weekend. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please always feel welcome to leave them for me in the comments. I reply to them all day long. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow.